I'm Taegan Webster, senior, South Central High School.
Taegan is the second all-time leading scorer in school history, passing everybody else except one person, Abby Hahn. And you did it in a shortened COVID year with 3 other 1,000-point scorers, I think, that you played with over the 4 years. So I know you're disappointed in not quite getting to that number, but you have to be really excited about how the entire career went.
Yeah.
So approaching your 1,000-point, that's something that your sister had done, and I know that's something that you were probably eyeing once you got to that next level. How nervous were you in the weeks leading up to knowing you were going to get it just a matter of time?
Not really nervous. I was just letting it come to me.
You've played a lot of basketball over the years, obviously at a very young age. So I mean, it's probably it was just more of another game. It was almost inevitable. I guess it was going to happen. Just letting it go.
Yeah.
Was that a personal goal of yours when you started high school? Like, did you even have personal? This is what I want to accomplish, or was it just go play?
It was just go play until my sister made her 1,000, and then that's when it became my goal.
You guys must have been so competitive growing up, too, from the time you were young. And in anything you did, from board games to outside softball, basketball, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Was that a big motivating factor in helping you develop your games to the point where it is now?
Yeah.
What were some of those? You saw her do the 1,000-point. Were there other things that maybe she did or didn't do that you had your eyes set on heading into your career?
Not really.
You're pretty laid back, though, aren't you? You just kind of let things come to you, right? Are you like that outside of sports, too, like with friends and stuff like that? Just kind of low-key or probably a little bit different?
Yeah, different.
Yeah. You're a multi-sport athlete, though, so you've been in big games, whether it be on the softball diamond or basketball court. At what point this year, maybe, did you realize Abby's record you might be able to get to?
I didn't find out until, I knew I had at least 2 games left.
Really? So was that late? Yeah. You didn't really have an idea?
Yeah.
You think that was probably better, or didn't really matter to you? It sounds like...
It didn't really matter to me. I feel like if they would have told me, I would have tried too hard for it.
Sure. And your team was having success, and heading into the postseason, you saw where you guys were at and had a chance to get a couple of wins. And this team this year got some big wins and kind of took a step forward, I think. And we talked about the different 1,000-point players, but you've had a couple of different coaches, so you've had to adjust a lot in your basketball career, haven't you? Having your mom be a successful athlete as she was at South Central, and your dad that goes there, I mean, that's kind of in your blood, isn't it? Navy and silver. They probably didn't push you in any which direction, just wanted you to do something, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So outside of basketball, we are a softball player, and actually a very good one. You are signed to play softball in college. Tell everybody where you're signed to play at.
Olney Central College in Olney.
And why Olney?
I just not a big moving away, and my friend Brooklyn Garrett goes there, so I feel like it's be a good adjustment from high school to college.
Sure, absolutely. And obviously softball is one of your big loves, and again we talked about your mom, but she was one of the best pitchers ever at the high school, so I mean there was that in your blood too. And are you looking forward to the I know there's still work to do this year at the senior level, but you looking forward to next year at Olney?
Yeah, I'm looking forward.
What do you think you're looking forward to the most about not just playing softball, but maybe just going to Olney or college in general? Getting away from home, maybe, and then being more independent a little bit, but not quite.
I'm a homebody.
You get to stay at home. That's the exciting thing. You get to stay at home, and your mom and dad can go and see very easily a lot of your games. That probably had to be a big deciding factor too, didn't it? So your team this year, you guys have been on the come up a lot. You played a lot of softball from travel ball and everything else. What do you think about your team heading into this season?
Softball, I think we'll be successful. I'm really excited for this year because it's my last year and I get to be the senior this year.
Tell everybody what positions you play.
A pitcher. I can be in the outfield pretty much. Middle school, I played first base.
Right. At the next level, you'll be a pitcher and a hitter.
Pitcher.
At the next level. Yeah. But you've been, again, it was like the basketball thing. You've been on some teams with some very good players, and you just mentioned it kind of offhanded about, you're the senior. Are you looking forward to having played on so many teams and seeing so many good leaders? Are you looking forward to being that leader? Yeah, absolutely, right? And the conference, I talked to Mr. Doring the other day, and he was right. Any sport, it's one of the best conferences in the state, and softball is no exception. You've got some pretty good teams, but who are some of your bigger rivals that you guys, when you guys play them in the conference, you're like, okay, here we go.
St. Anthony.
Yeah.
We also Windsor last year.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Right. Well, they're all good though. You talk about Dietrich and Altamont and all that too, but yeah, so you're excited about Albany Central. Are you glad to get that out of the way, the signing done, so you can enjoy this year?
It's least stressful.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, is that what you wanted to do? Like that was your goal? Okay, wherever I go, I want to make sure that it's before I get going my senior year, so I can enjoy it.
Yeah, and just so it's out of the way.
Out of the way, exactly. So kind of a stress-free, aside from the on the field stuff. And I've talked to a lot of people. That seems to be the number one thing. If they can, sign early and get it done. Do you know what you're going to study when you go to Olney?
I want to do like early education.
So. Oh, going to be a teacher? Yeah. Maybe coach somewhere someday?
Maybe, but
definitely early education. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, we appreciate your time. Congratulations. What a great career. And I mean, knowing where you were and how many games short you were of playing full seasons, man, I got to say, one of the best ever to do it at South Central. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.